Canaan was born premature. He had had no prenatal care, so we don't know what all his exposures were in utero, but we do know that he had 4 different drugs in his system when he was born. He was born outside of the hospital. It was actually in a nearby parking lot, and a midwife just happened to be walking by and see him as he was born in his amniotic sac. Throughout his time in the NICU for about 4.5 months, he had coded where his heart would stop or his breathing would stop so many times that they had lost count. So he was intubated numerous times, and he really is just truly a miracle.
He came into a very scary world. A lot of babies, experience the NICU, but he had a very traumatic birth. And all of that normal good sensory development that we have didn't happen for him. His job in the hospital was to survive.
I heard about Embrace Washington through our state social worker. Catherine had heard me talking about one of his therapists had recommended a ball pit for him to help with his sensory needs. Just with the tactile exposure and with the movement of his body through the balls, that it would be something that would really help to continue his sensory awareness. And she said, well, I actually know of an organization that may be able to provide that for you. When I opened up the door and saw these boxes, I didn't know at first what they were, but when I pulled them inside and I opened them and I saw what it was, I really did cry. It came at a time when I really was feeling very alone and struggling, and knowing that we were not forgotten, knowing that someone chose to love on us in that way, that's what made it so special to us.
Embrace Washington's is all about comforting children who come into care one child at a time, loving on them one child at a time. So making them feel normal, feel special, feel loved.
It's not just a toy, it's a tool to be able to grow. He'll be using it for a long, long time.
If Embrace Washington had not come alongside us and had not provided a ball pit, I don't know if we would have been at the place we're at right now with our feeding. It's the culmination of all of it that has brought about the changes in Canaan.
Flash forward, he's fantastic. He's such a strong boy, a brave boy. He's a fighter.
I do believe that Embrace Washington has been a huge part of that by the gift of the ball pit. It's probably not like what Canaan's doctor would call the home run. It's like the base hit, but those base hits add up. And so I think it's taken all of those things to get us to the place where we're at today.
It's the little things that they do that maybe to them seems little, but is life-changing for everybody else.
From what I have seen of Embrace Washington, they have an incredible burden on their hearts for these children who have a need. And it may be a physical need, it may be a need for lessons, for piano lessons, or whatever that child does need based on their circumstance and their age. That's what they want to do. They're not just going to give the same thing to each child just to say they gave a gift. They want to meet that child's individual need and that foster home's individual requests.
Really connecting with the greater Spokane area to help make that impact.